Alright guys, well, this is my first time with a fully charged phone on the beach with this selfie stick that's magnetic. So it's sunset here at Coney Island. There's the parachute jump. And it's 1:11, there's some park and some volleyball, and we're going to do the 2-mile walk. Here we go. So, hope you're having a good day. It's 7:40 at night. And it's a little bit better for the, it's not a gimbal, but it's stable. Walk a mile down to Brighton Beach, and then we'll walk back. It's the sand that's dark. Sorry, you probably can't hear me. You can see the sand that's dark from the fireworks. But, should really get a mic, huh? Should Bluetooth a small mic. Some furry mic that it's a little windy tonight. So the beach is, it's not exactly low tide. And there's a few hundred people here. It's a little on the light side. It's cool today. It's about 70 degrees. All right, thanks for checking out the stream. This is Coney Island Beach here in New York City at sunset. Just like to say thanks to my family and friends who were able to make it to pay respects to my dad, who passed away. It was a Saturday service at a Episcopal church in Oxford, Pennsylvania. It's nice. The colors here are Quite lovely, huh? Let's follow this seagull. Where you going? It's a big flock over here. Some big seagulls. That one's huge. These guys are huge. Look at the size comparison. It's got like a just a 4-foot wingspan. Duck, those are seagulls. This is a big one right here. All right, I'm gonna walk for a mile down the beach after the aquarium here. Here's the Wonder Wheel. After the park, there's the aquarium and then some volleyball courts and first aid station. Then I'm gonna turn around at the family park at Brighton Beach. There's a sandcastle contest coming up, or did it just pass? I'm gonna look for the sign. I thought it was on the 16th actually. My dad was really good at making sandcastles. These are some huge birds. These ones here, that's over a meter wingspan. That's over 3 feet. Those are some big guys. Left their shoes. Hi to Egg and Jeff, just walking on the beach. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, appreciate it. Please follow, it's free. I'm working on the metrics for some online merch and upgrades here on YouTube. Thanks to the 1,100 subscribers plus on JSMWNYC. Hey Jeff, this is Josh. It's Coney Island Beach at sunset. It's Coney Island, New York. It's the south borough of New York City. There's also Staten Island, but Brooklyn and Queens are part of Long Island, which extends out to the eastern seaboard. And it's the Brooklyn Bridge to Lower Manhattan, where a lot of the trading ships came in after they passed the Long Island drops. This is one of the 5 boroughs of New York City. Dog barking at his owner. He's got some type of life preserver. Kickboard or something. Just in case. It's just a floating device. It's always good to have. So sometimes undertow or just get swept up sometimes when you're swimming. forget which end's up, I guess. Not too many people out on this Monday night, and it's getting a little cooler as the sun goes down. It's going down to about 70 degrees. It's about 70, if I were to guess, about in the low 70s right now. Shout out to George. Thanks for saying what's up. Welcome to the stream. George says, I see you. Wait, hold up. What, you nearby on the beach? Chilling on the beach? Or the lady doing her selfie over there by the water line? She's got that barmaid looking thing going. Like she had a couple of sangrias and would like some nice quiet conversation or something. It's rather large seagulls. Someone's gonna take off, maybe. Flexing. Okay. Some folks in tents. Happy couples. I don't know, man. Sometimes the sun goes down and there are these people just sitting in their tents doing Lord knows what, I guess. But there are drones. Hi, George. That's you? So again, thanks for following my content. I'll be soon offering this fall a free SAT and SHSAT class in September. So come online if you'd like. I'm going to pick the dates for my work. Come online if you'd like to get some free SAT or SHSAT tutoring. I'm a graduate of the Bronx High School of Science, and I work to develop some good content for the last 10 years for anyone to give it a go. The acceptance rate is about 1 in 10 for these specialized high schools. And again, I was not a curriculum major, but that's what the boss wanted me to do, which I did, you know, pretty much pro bono, pretty much without being paid for the last 10 years. So it's my intellectual content, so I'm going to be sharing with it for you guys online September 2025. Free SHSAT class if you'd like to do the SHSAT exam, as well as a free SAT course. And it'll be podcasts on YouTube. It's kite. So we'll keep going here as I try my best. It's like an eagle kite. So you can zoom in on that. It's like a Mexican eagle. All right, well done. It's maybe about 15, 20 feet up in the air. Just handling that. It's just anchored in the sand. I guess that person in black. Oh, that was you in the blue tent? Are you making this up as we go along? Are you kidding? All right, at 16 minutes, we're a little bit more than half a mile down the beach. And after this relief station, we're actually passing some of President Trump's apartment buildings. He owns a few of these, and they're actually called Trump apartments. And the other ones were built by the city, kind of side by side. If you're a New Yorker, you know this, that he made millions and millions just with his, thousands of apartments. You're renting, you're paying rent to Donald Trump. Still to this day. So think like, let's say he has 30,000 apartments in New York. Even if it's just $2,000 a month on average. That's 2,000 times 30,000. Let's see, that's $30 million a month just coming into him, and then he's got to pay his workers, of course, and maintenance. But that's steady passive income. All right, you were in the blue tent. Did you have a girl? Were you or a brother or sister? Was that a family tent or just you and a loved one? You're saying you were in the blue tent. All right, on we go. Passing Trump apartments. The sand feels really nice and firm, guys. This low tide. And it's not completely lowest low tide. It's not ebbed completely, but it's, you can see the walls of the old posts, the old piers from like the 1800s. So you got a girl. Lucky you. Summer loving. Or you got a, I'm assuming it's a girl. I don't know. On we go. Nice red tinted sky tonight. Here's the sunset. Yeah, beautiful sunset, guys. That's sweet, George. Lucky you, man. Maybe she's the one, dude. Cruising altitude. It is walk along Coney Island Beach. So 1 mile and then turn around and go back on the boardwalk. Damn, that dude was like military buff. Well, we're approaching the 20 minutes. We're approaching the volleyball courts, I feel like my pace is faster than normal. No, George, I'm a monogamous one-on-one kind of guy, you know. And I don't. And if a guy's with his girl, I don't hit on his girl, you know. I'm not a player like that. I'm just telling you so that you know. Hey, thanks for the second thumbs up. All right. This is historic Coney Island. My family's been in New York since the 1800s. My dad's side. And Ellis Island days. You know that quarter, Ellis Island. And hard working class family. And made it. And my grandfather was a salesman in the fashion, you know, like sold men's suits. My dad went into the Navy, became a lawyer. My dad had an incredible life. So again, father passed away. We had his funeral last weekend. So it was a nice turnout, a couple hundred people it seemed. I don't know who signed the guest book, but we sent out some thank yous. And we're having another big service in Manhattan where he was baptized. So, now she just left, so it's all good. Your girl left, she's got someone else? Damn. Unless you're selling flapjacks or selling selling those loose Coronas for $3 or whatever. She's on to her. But if you say she's yours, then I hope her heart is true. That's your girl. Got people that fish right here at the beach. Can you believe that? The same dude. Same dude. Sometimes they stick the pole, they bring 2 or 3 poles and they stick them in the sand. Say, oh, Snappy got a fish. No way, got a big one. Dude. Let's cheer for the dude. Hey, caught a big fish. All right. Woo-hoo! That's a bit more. It's like a trout. No kidding. Hey! Hey! You got him. Got another one. Right out of the ocean. Alright, isn't that something? Right there. Caught some fish. Well, I'll be darned. Do with her fan. Well, having a good woman by your side is a wonderful thing, man. Yeah. It's better to have loved and lost. It is better to have loved, I said, it is better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. And, you know, sometimes women know what they want and you're just not fucking good enough for them. But anyway, I don't know why that is. Let's keep walking. But if I were younger again, if you have a nice girlfriend and you want to continue strengthening the relationship and the trust, go meet the parents. Go meet the family. Bring them a small gift or buy dinner. Meet the parents, trust me. Because it shows that you want to honor this woman, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's just one parent, even if it's a single parent. Or if you can't meet both parents. It shows that you care about this person. It really is the way of the world. Good luck with love. Don't do some liaison in the dark. If you want someone serious, meet the family. Even if the parents aren't alive, good Lord, meet the cousins, brothers, sisters, meet their aunts and uncles. If there's no one in their life, meet their nephews, nieces, meet their best friends. But meet them just to show that you have good intentions and that you're not trying to deceive this ingenue, this young woman of marrying age. Anyway, that's my honest advice when it comes to love. It's your first week in New York or on Earth? You're an alien and you just space landed here on the beach? I mean, if I were an alien, I'd probably space land on the beach. If I were an alien. Then I get a cold 6-pack of lemonade and sit and chill for a while. Figure out my next move. If I was from Alpha Centauri or some supercluster in the constellation of Virgo, I'd skip on the lined up planets and bring all my planetary alignments, right? Should I come back out here at 3 o'clock and try and telescope and see the planets align? Should have bought a telescope, right? I guess I'll just have to check the news and trust that it's all legit. All the visible planets are aligning the next 3 days. I'm going to follow the tracks here because their sand is firmer. It's better for your ankles. Well, you're from California, coast to coast. All right. Well, this is the East Coast. And I haven't heard about, as I finish my mile walk here, Hurricane Erin. I haven't heard the updates if it's going to hit the Gulf or come to Florida or the southern states of the mainland United States. I sure hope nobody gets hurt. Let's keep going here. All right, so this is my mile mark and we're at 29 minutes, about a minute faster. I've been doing this in about 31 minutes. So not bad. A lot of Russian families here. Happy Russians. Ukrainians. My grandmother was Russian, Polish. So I grew up with the Russian language in the home from time to time. She used to bring me to the park, a little park like this in here. So we make the turn back. Hey, hey. So this is Brighton Playground, and I am tired of hearing the tough guy just talk. To say it's a relief station, and we're heading on the mile walk back on the boardwalk. Oh, my left ankle feels stiff. All right, well, ladies, George, have a good one. As they say in Russia, до свидания. Have a nice night.
A ovo nema plavljenja da se ne žali. Nema.
A nice big cruise ship on the water. We're gonna check that out in the 10th of a mile. It's up here on the left. see that? That's huge, man. Wonder if they have like gym classes there. Come by where? There's grass in the cracks, too. Alright, let's check out this cruise ship. Oh, awesome. Or is it is it the Staten Island Ferry party boat? God, this zoom in sucks. Is it the Pete Davidson and Colin Farrell party boat? Look at all those lights on it. It looks like a Pacific Princess because there's a banner on the top of it. I think it's either Carnival or Pacific Princess Cruise Lines. It's a bit, they're floating cities. That's a big ship. My dad used to go on these cruises with his wife. My dad had just passed away, and they enjoyed going down the eastern seaboard. Do you know what cruise ship that is, George? You have any clue? It looks like a Pacific Princess because it has the wavy thing up on top, like it has the female head with like her hair blowing in the wind. Those are huge ships. Like you can live there for like a week. It's cheaper than rent in New York City. Sometimes you can get like an inner cabin, but it has no window, she said. For like $50 a day. Works out to be like you could go spend a week of your life. It's cheaper than rent. Like just go down to Florida, if you can do remote work. Save money. Rent is like $1,500, $2,000, you know. It's like $350 a week. It's cheaper. It's like $1,400 a month. To live on a ship? Could Airbnb your apartment. Go on cruises dirt cheap because they don't sell the ones that have like terraces on the outside or that have a ocean view. Those ones are like $200 a night, I think. But I guess then you got to pay for food and activities and buying souvenirs on the shore, like shore time, clothes, and then you want to tip everybody. But if you can work, or if you're like a day trader or something, what a way to live. Just hop from cruise ship to cruise ship, you know. But I just teach math here in Brooklyn. Who can do that who's not retired? or who didn't marry some rich guy? Or I saw an interview of some older woman. They said, well, how did you do these cruise ships all the time and you're so tan and you're fit? She said, well, I married a much older man and then he died and he gave me his fortune. So she's just loving life. We shall see, right? But my dad always encouraged honest work. What time is it? 8:19. Isn't that funny? And there's no fireworks tonight. They have Friday fireworks here at Luna Park every Friday at 9:45. You can bring your mother down for some fireworks. So we're walking on the boardwalk. There's a nice cruise ship over there. Stay away from the happy couples. You can see some planes here and drones, but these are planes. They line up because they're, they have to be within certain feet. There's also drones, police drones that patrol as the sun goes down. And I guess they have heat sensors, so they must know like who's still chilling on the beach and if they're passed out. But like I was saying a couple of weeks ago, since these are like police $10,000 drones with like heat sensor, like a Navy SEAL technology, they can like see if there's two people screwing around in a tent, after the sun goes down. I'm sure, because they have to for public safety. They have to be able to do a head count, after the sun goes down. Just, 12 years ago, I was in amazing military-like shape. I was running marathons and running about 30 miles a week. I had like an 8-pack. Yeah. Let's keep going anyway. All right, thanks for the third thumbs up. Thanks a lot. And yeah, please do a follow and subscribe. I'm going to the next tier level here. So thank you so much for making that reality. I started this channel as a street performer who went to college with his money to celebrate that I was graduating college and didn't have to beg on the street anymore. Life was going to be better from now on. So I started in 2017. And I'm sorry, 17 years ago. So 2007, is that right? 7 plus 17, 24. 2008. Look it up, but I know it's 17 years ago. So if you want to check some of the older videos, I guess you can sort it by oldest. But it's like me, like with the storage locker still up by Columbia or something, and like just doing grad courses. And I had my 2 undergrad degrees. I was looking for more work, trying to live and get a fucking life, meet a woman, get married. 17 fucking years ago. All right, enjoy.
Same great Eggo taste with 20% of your daily protein.
So if you can hear that guy rattling over, the marathon ruins these planks like you wouldn't believe. So the screws get loose, and you can find some loose ones where the screws have fallen out. But it's 50,000 people. So here's one. But the boards loosen up because you know, when it's a few dozen people is one thing, but when it's thousands of people, it resonates. So you get these wave effects. So it did a lot of damage to the planks. So I don't know why they don't lay plywood down during the marathons, or put a carpet down. They should pay for that. It's the damage done to the planks. But like this one, some of these planks are really scary, and they've been replacing them. When I say it again, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. They should put plywood down 100%. It's a really nice night. The aquarium is New York Aquarium, and they have some sea lions and other attractions here in the sea. And I always think of the Hawaii Aquarium. My mom took me there on our first visits, took the family there, not just me. And, well, you know. Let's keep going. All right, that's fine. So, hope you're having a good day wherever you are, and I don't know if you have family altars at home, if you do that, but I have you just reserve a space on the wall, or I like above a bookshelf where I just have some photos of my mother and some crafts she made. So I'm clearing out the space, so now I have to make one for my father. But my dad, both my parents were pretty good about that. There's just the part of the house where if you looked over there, they're like memories of their parents. My dad had photos of grandma and grandpa. And mom did the same, but she also did it with art. Mom had 2 master's degrees in the arts. She had speech and theater, and then a master's in Japanese theater and Asian theater. Mom was very, very smart, and she was a writer. Dad was a lawyer and a lit major, so. And he could have been a chemist, but he didn't like his time in the lab. He didn't think it was the life he wanted. He said, so went to college, and then after the Navy went to law school. He did it. He really did it, dude. He really graduated law school. And on we go. The sea looks lovely. There's some boats out on the water. So we pause in awe at the spectacle. There's that cruise ship. There's a few other ships, and there's some land maybe a couple miles away, it looks like. What could that be? Just Coney Island. Far Rockaway is behind us. There's the Wonder Wheel. Trying to get away from the glares. This way. Still like bad glare, you know? Like that's a little better, but then now it's like approaching park. It doesn't have a good feel to it. Like it's like I'm in a car approaching Coney Island. Demo Park. Paul's Daughter is closed. I wonder if they've been here. Is this an intergenerational thing? Like it goes back to like the early 1900s? Oh, they're open. They have pub open. Has they been here? I'm gonna look that. I feel like a lobster roll.
I like bumblebee. Fucking fried chicken.
So maybe this is a better shot. This is a good shot to clip, right? With the planes going around. So you've got two axes of rotation going on in one frame. Like this is a nice photo. Let's pause in awe of the engineering of these two rides. This is the Wind Star. It's like paragliders. You sit though. See, like that. That's a good clip. That's good. So you've got the spin that way and you got the spin that way. Two axes of spins. It's like a differential. Alright, I'm gonna keep walking. Oh boy. Alright, here's another shot of the Wonder Wheel. Now we have the kiddie rides. Oh man, I can't zoom out. I step back, then I'll get the glare. I'm gonna step forward. See, like this. Got two different rotations. And the American flag blowing in the gentle breeze. What a lovely shot. And the full seated children with the balloons over their head. Oh, a wonderful shot. I love that. 15 more seconds, I'm out of here. Oh, see? It's lovely. Big fun card. $125. My God. $25 to make your kid smile? Wow. So I think the sign's probably still up for the sandcastles, which was on the day of my father's funeral. Oh, miss you, Dad. You were a great dad. Oh, my dad. He's a good man. One of the boys. Good guy. Yeah, it was August 16th. It already happened. I'm going to read that online. Maybe we'll do a live stream. Check that out. It was 12 to 4 here on Coney Island Beach. Wonder who won. Oh, there's the QR code if you want to register. Solo artist, adult group, family group, and semi-pro. All right, well, we're going to check that out later. So, I didn't get to speak at my father's funeral. My sister did. But, Dad was a good dad, you know? And, they had a downsed mic. They had like a gathering. And they asked me to speak there. So Phyllis said, prepare something. Write it down for yourself. You know, prepare. So I thought 3 things. She said, keep it short. Say what you want to say. And then you can go. So, I'm not paid for this, of course. So I, hold on. Wow, what's up? All right, and so then, I had 3 memories to share. The first one was being very young and lighting a yard-side candle. My dad was by himself, and he was standing in the kitchen in the dark. And he invited me to light a memorial candle for my grandfather. I was born on his birthday. So we did that together, and he spoke Hebrew, Aramaic, I could read it. Said 1-page prayer and read it, and said I could go. Thank you. We lit a simple candle. It was on the stove. And then, let's see. Then memory number was Dad's conversion, because they asked me to be witness to his baptism, and I was astonished because the rabbis would call the house all the time, and he always was engaged in these very passionate debates with the Jewish community on war and peace, and doing the right thing and being a good. He was always arguing with the rabbis. And it was always a fiery phone call going on night after night almost. Several times a week, he'd be yelling and screaming with some rabbi on the phone. And this was, we were kids. It was after the 67 war. So when he decided to convert, it was the 90s. He remarried Phyllis. My parents were divorced. So they asked me to be witness, and she said it was just an adult baptism class, but I remember children crying. So she said, no, I've got it wrong. But I remember that it was like they had these bleachers, and there were more than just a few people there. There were a dozen people there. But it was a modest gathering, and I remember him getting baptized. And that was the second memory. And then I had volunteered, following up on that, because the priest started hello to me. It's aging priest, John Luce, and the dean, and they would strike up conversations. They seemed pretty friendly, and even the female priest seemed friendly, so I volunteered at the soup kitchen for a while, and it's mostly run by very flamboyantly gay men, and I'm not gay. And they would just tell me what to do. They'd say, hand out the bread, or hand out the tea, or clean up the tables, and that was all fine. I thought this was really a good church, really serving the community apartment, like 300 strong, with doctors and free clothes, free medical. And it's a kick-ass soup kitchen, really kick-ass soup kitchen. And so I volunteered there eventually, since I wasn't gay, and there was a large presence there of LGBT workers. I was somehow paired up with Rochelle Granda, for example, for several weeks. She was this nice lapsed Catholic who was divorced, I think. And just others who were just to me, that's one wonderful things about churches and synagogues too. I'd return to volunteer work. It's part of sharing your bounty from your work and your blessings with others less fortunate. And I really believe that that's the goal of the religion. You can't forget that. We're almost done with the walk. So then I said it was like I reminded me of this scene from the Blues Brothers. And I had read it a few times, and before I had done the read, I thought of, it's where Belushi and Dan Aykroyd walk into the bar to pick up Matt Guitar Murphy, who's African-American. So it's like paying respect to Good, Cheney, and Schwerner, like the civil rights workers who were killed in the South trying to do voter registration drives. If you know U.S. history, a lot of that movie is seen because it was done in like 1980, like the Civil Rights Act and the crazy news stories that led up to, that stopped the riots in the cities of the United States, and made for progressive relations between blacks and whites, And I read it. There were only 1 or 2 African Americans in the room. And it's the Franklin scene where they're picking up Matt Guitar Murphy, who's a good man, of course. They need him to put the band back together to get out of debt. And, you know, he'll get his share, of course. They're going to also have the saxophone player, which is Donald Duck someone. I can't remember, like this Irishman. But that's the second scene that I read. And one of Dad's Irish Navy buddies came up, John. And then the third memory was after I read that short scene, like lunch counter sit-ins and good man, Shane Schwerner. It was, geez Louise. It was graduating was the third one. Because, you know, I'd graduated college in, you know, I was 35, you know. My dad just told me military stories. He didn't say, you know, good job or how were classes or what did you like to study. He just sort of reminded me quietly that you know, a heck of a lot of people cared about these call to arms, World War II, fighting fascism. And you know, he had been to the war in Lebanon. He had served as a U.S. soldier, so it's a very quiet lunch. But I did it. I mean, I graduated, so he's a man of few words, you know, at least with me. He's very friendly with other people, but he's very quiet. Doesn't give me much advice, but he expects me to do the right thing, you know, do the good thing. But I was saying, yeah, it's kind of like hands-off parenting. But, you know, I wasn't a kid that got into much trouble other than the racism protest. And I didn't cause trouble, you know. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here. It's 63 minutes. That's the beach. And it's kind of quiet. But is there a ball game? Or is the game over? Because the lights are on at the minor league stadium. I'm out of here, though, so I'll talk to you later. I don't hear any crowd roaring. All right, later, skaters.